What happening, guys? I really don't want to record anymore, but I'm coming out for a walk. I'm doing the website. I'm gonna do a basic one at first because I'm not allowed. Not allowed. But the last time I did a website on Squarespace, they got the company to boot me right out of there for some reason. I had the account paid for and everything. They didn't refund my money. I should actually show you on this video. I'm gonna have to look for it, the old email from Squarespace about 8 months ago about them accusing me of breaking one of the guidelines and not being able to tell me which one. And then when I asked them which one, they said, no, we can't, and we're not even gonna refund your money. That's when I had the two websites almost ready. So the reason I did not do a sophisticated website on Squarespace, I don't want to go into detail, because you have to do it that way in order to get high rankings on the search engines, especially Google, as an SEO. So I did it basic, pretty much, just a couple of pages, and, the domain's almost ready. It's stopinvasionofprivacy.com, one word. I had to change the name servers on it to get it done. It'll take maybe till tomorrow afternoon for the name servers to kick in. What else? It should be ready by tomorrow. I spent already about 45 minutes on it. I need another 2 hours and the whole thing will be ready. Whenever it shows up, I'll link it to my YouTube channel and I will show it to you guys. I'm gonna start calling people, trying to collect cellular numbers and mobile numbers and send them a quick message. And, if they feel irritated that I sent them this quick message, I will apologize in the end and promise that I would not bother them or contact them again. So it's one quick message as a, attention to Canadian citizens out there to raise attention of what's going on with me. Because as you understand, my bubble is pretty big. I don't get in touch with the outside world. Every time I come out of my house, the bubble walks. So if I take a step forward, because I'm chipped, the sonar dot, the whole bubble moves with me. So let's say the bubble is about 3 miles, for example, right? Or 3 kilometers. Let's do it Canadian, not US. I take a step forward, it becomes 3 kilometers and a step forward. I take a step east, it takes a step east. I take a step back north, it takes a step back north. I take a step west, it takes a step west. You get it? So that's how the bubble, it moves with me as I move. So I can't really beat it. You know what I mean? To beat it, I gotta go really fast on a bike and I have to get to a place where they haven't tapped into yet. They haven't prepped it. They haven't talked to the people there in order to replace them with their people. The system has to be set up and they have to have the people that are gonna replace the real people in the parking lot waiting the whole time in their car or inside the mall. So that way, as soon as I get within close distance, my bubble touches them, they have to go and replace that person, sit there and wait for me just in case I pass by their store or I pass by there. So this is how my bubble operates. It's this 2 mile radius, 3 mile radius, I don't know exactly how much, but it's something like that. Who's that? You calling me? So anyways, guys, this is pretty much, it's about 2 to 3 miles, and it moves pretty much every step of the way. If I move forward, it moves forward. If I move this way, it moves this way. So the people that are at the edges of the bubble, they're ready. They're with their phone ready, waiting for that sonar dot to enter the zone. This is what I'm figuring out from calculating of my bubble. Obviously, I haven't seen it myself, I don't know. But this is what I'm figuring out. So they're waiting around the edges, around the sonar zone, to take the spot, take the post, or whatever. Basically, this bubble eliminates everything real from within it, guys. Whenever I walk out on the street, everything you see around me in terms of cars, planes, people, 3 kilometer radius, 4 kilometer maybe, I don't know exactly how much, I'm approximating here, all designed for me. So I don't get in touch with the outside world. How else could you create a moving train, Truman Show life for someone? It's when his eyes open, the bubble activates. I know the microchip is in my eye because it's all got to do with my eye. It's wherever I look, things move, you know? So as soon as I open my eyes, it activates. That means within that bubble where I was sleeping, 2-3 miles radius, everybody has to wake up. In case I start moving, they have to move with me. And that bubble moves and moves and moves and moves and moves until I stop. When I stop, it stops. When I move again, it moves in whichever direction I head. So it's all around me, you know, it's like a big circle. It precedes me and it goes with me. Now, everybody I bump into, every car that passes by, everything is all for me. It's fucked up, ain't it? This is royally screwed up. You could see it in the videos, my world, everywhere I go, with people I bump into, what's around me, people are always walking towards me, everything. It's amazing. Now, this kind of bubble, there are 2 ways to beat it. A couple of ways. I've talked about this before. If you gotta have a lot of money, you have to beat them to the punch. You have to go really fast to escape the bubble, to a place where they haven't tapped into yet. If you travel like I have back in the past, if they have other countries set up, you're still bubbled up. It doesn't work. Because all they have to do is set up the airport, set up your airport, and the flight. And when you get to their airport, they have the trip set up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of big countries out there, especially countries that don't have many laws like here. They're pretty loose. They don't have it set up. They can't set that up. It's impossible. If I get there, I could escape this, you know? But I don't have to do that. I could do it right here in Toronto. How? You have to sit in an establishment, worthy, establishment that's busy, establishment that's got a lot of people in it. Hold on, let's see if we can get a smoke. How are you? Do you mind, do you have extra cigarette, or do you mind if I bum one off you? Or actually, I'll pay you for it. Hmm? Only got one more, of course. So, guys, it goes from the airport to the other airport, and you know, so this one, you have to sit tight. You have to sit tight in a place that they can't keep people out of there for a long time. They're gonna create excuses. They're gonna give people vacations. They're gonna do whatever it takes. And it's not just that one. You have to be central so you can tap into other places every day. You're gonna make at least 6-7 establishments that are within walking distance nuts the whole day. You can't do this forever. They can't tap that forever. They have to let go. They have to eventually release the chains. They can't. You can give people vacations. You can close up the area for a leak. You can claim there's a fire, get the people out of the building. Because the bubble has to stay where I stay. So if I stay here, the bubble has to stay around me. If I sleep here, the bubble has to sleep around me. Wherever I stay, the bubble stays. Obviously, in case I open my eyes and run quickly, I have to be bubbled up. So you have to park your bubble in a place that can be parked there forever. And you have to be careful, because let's just say I park my bubble here in this building tonight, right? This could work for them if they had everybody in the building tapped. Why? Because as soon as I leave the building, they have enough time to bubble up the stores. So when I open my eyes and head down the elevator, they gotta have people in the parking lot right here parked, waiting to replace the people in those stores. So that way, by the time I come down and get there, they're replaced. You get it? It has to be fast enough. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But the problem with this is, if I go up on the window from this building, I could see all this action happening. It doesn't work. Do you get how this works? The design of this thing? This is the only way it's gonna work. Otherwise, it doesn't. So I'm trying to figure out here the design itself, how they could have it set up. And this is the only way. There is no other way. It's impossible. Let's go see if we can bum a smoke. I don't like to go to that corner. It's pretty bummy. So this is, you know, pretty much the only way. But, I mean, look on top there. If I was in those apartments up there, in any of those apartments, and I look down here, they can fuck around here. They'd have to have the people inside the store. It doesn't work. This is the reason I live in a building up there that's very far away from stores. And if you look on the left side from my window, the other building that's adjacent to it blocks the view of this intersection. So I don't see what's happening there. Because if it didn't block the view of the intersection, they would have been fucked. So basically what it is, this thing, is being able to stay in a commercial center that's busy the whole time. Because they have to bubble you up. So they have to have the fake crew around you 2-3 miles with the cars, the ambulances, the everything. The whole city. It has to be flipped upside down when you're there. When you go to sleep, the bubble has to sleep with you, but it has to stay around you. In terms of when you get out, it has to activate right away. It has to be ready to activate. So you have to be within very close distance of something important. 24/7. 24/7. You have to be close there in order for them not to be able to have it upside down the whole time. And if you're in the middle of 4, 5, 6 of them, even better. This is the only way you could beat this bubble, that way. Because they could give the people a vacation for the summer. They can't do that to the whole fucking building. They can't keep people away from work, man. Even better. Condos for rich people, not poor people. Poor people can be bought. You go to rich areas. You sit in a place that has 3, 4, 5 condos. You're set. You're going to be free. They can't fuck with that for a long time. What are they going to do? Imprison them in there? Pay them vacations for each condo, $1 million a month to stay away for the whole time I'm there? Doesn't work. So it's those pretty much 2-3 things. And let's go for a walk. So, guys, pretty much, I would get out. I would take off tonight if I could. I just don't have the money. I have a small check for $108. If I cashed it, I would have taken off tonight. It would have lasted me until I've gotten the other check. But I can't because it's not enough. So they're doing the impossible. I went to like 10,000 banks. Nobody would cash it. Everyone would give me a different excuse today. I should have gave you the runaround so you can see how mean they're not the real employees of these places. I'm going to take you for a couple of rounds before I exit the bubble so we can save those videos with us. So when we're free, normal people can watch what kind of people apparently worked in those places where the real people work. I'm going to show the real people in there what their place looks like when they're gone. It's a charade, right? So you have to alert the people. You can't just alert the authorities on top. Because the authorities on top are corrupt. Obviously, they know what's happening when they're getting everyone out of there. And let's say, for example, CIBC Bank, the building downtown. Well, if you're going to evacuate everybody from the CIBC building, the head, the CEO, or the manager, or the guy who's in charge of that place, he's going to have to agree to this. He knows what's going on. He's the only one that does. Everybody else in the building doesn't. So you can't raise awareness to the guy on top. He already knows he's getting paid to stay shut. And some of them are being threatened now because some of them don't want to do this anymore. It's becoming dangerous. Because this is real imprisonment. And if the shit hits the fan, they're going to fucking eat it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people scared up there for what they're doing. Because if this explodes, if I get to the free world and the truth comes out, a lot of these people are gone. Jail. There's a lot of people going to jail here because of this. I don't have to prove much in the videos. The videos, the ones they stole, it was just huge harassment. You know, huge abuse. That's it. But the microchip says it all. I don't even have to prove those. So a lot of those people on top are gonna fucking eat shit, man. They're terrified. A lot of those big companies, guys, when I walk into a Royal Bank, who's allowing those Royal Bank places to be flipped upside down, to change the people in there? Those are not the employees. Look at the women in there. Most of them look like hookers. Look at the guys in there. Most of them look like pimps or drug dealers. Those are not bank employees, guys. Hospital employees. Most of the people, the hospital employees, they look like the cleaners in there. They look like they got the people out of, not even the cleaners that deal with the actual doctors and nurses don't do this. This is a special crew designed to sit in the parking lot as my bubble activates in their area. So let's say right now I get within 3 miles close to North York General Hospital, 3 miles. The bubble has to activate. They have to be ready because I'm close. What do? All those people that are ready to jump in there, they're parking in the parking lots. Now, where they send the people that are inside, I don't know. They tell them you have to leave for the day. You have the day off. Something like that, because they have to get out of the area. It's the only way in case I stay in the hospital 8 hours. What are they going to do? Keep them locked up in a room or in the cafeteria? It doesn't work. And as you notice, a lot of places that I go to and a lot of important buildings have construction in them now. Why? Because in case I decide to stay there for a long time, they can start doing construction to make heavy duty noise, so I leave. Nobody can take that. You'd leave. You can't take it for 24 hours, heavy duty noise. So they're starting construction. My uncle's building that I go to, I slept on the roof once. Now they've installed cameras. They never had cameras in that building. Look it up for proof. It's 1700 Finch Avenue East, the building. They just started installing cameras in it last month, not even. And they started construction on it. Right after the day I slept on the roof there. About, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago. Because if I sleep in those buildings, they have to keep the bubble around me activated. They're worried. In an area where it's not set, I could run out of the building right away. It's dangerous. And I can take a knapsack and sleep on the roof. Nobody can tell me anything. In case I get caught, I'll say, oh, I'm taking care of my uncle. He's snoring too much, so I came up to relax here a bit. I'm going to go back down. I could get away with it. He's elderly man, he's sick. So they're doing all these covert things to prevent me from staying in those places. Because this is a choo-choo train. I call it a choo-choo train because it makes a lot of noise. It's a train, guys. It's on your trail. And even when you're stopped there, the bubble that surrounds you is an activated movie bubble. It's not still. A lot of people can stay beside me. They can sit beside me a bit. But in general, the bubble, the way it functions, the cars, the people, they have to keep moving. It's a circle. So they can't keep moving there for a couple of days. People have to come back to their work. People have to do something. This is the only way you could break this bubble. Is by sitting in a strategic place for a couple of days. Not even rent a hotel room or rent an apartment because you'll be far away from those places. They can relieve them and plan it so carefully that as soon as you leave your apartment, even if it's 5 minutes, boom, 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 everybody gets replaced. Because they can't afford to have the place replaced for a long time. So the key is to sit right in front of those places constantly. 72, 144 hours, whatever it takes, a week, 2, 3. That's the only way to do it. Because you're the closest to a place where real people have to get in. There's no way they can keep them out of there for how long? Okay, they give everybody vacation this week. Next week, fire. The week after, whatever. A month, then what? What are they going to do the second month? The third month? They can't. They can't keep it out of there for a long time. Eventually, they have to, boom, release it and get the fuck out of there. And that's how this game's going to end. It's the only way. I can raise attention, I can contact people, I can tell this. If you notice, a lot of people are throwing away their cigarettes, finishing it, making sure I look at them, they're smoking, then they go in. That's part of the psychological warfare. You guys know I haven't had any cigarettes for a couple of days now. You'll notice that a lot. Or some people, as soon as I look at them, they take a drag of their cigarette. Watch, notice, you're going to see a lot of that tonight. So, pretty much, we're coming here to bum a smoke, guys. We don't have to walk. If my bubble wants to give me a cigarette, it will give it to me while I'm in front of my building. I didn't walk down here to get a cigarette. Actually, it's worse when I walk. If I sit in the same place, the cigarette will be offered to me in a covert way. I've been testing this bubble for the last month. I know how it functions. Because the person who's surrounding me with all these people knows I don't have cigarettes and wants to tease me with them. This is how this works. I will prove it to you. Keep watching. And I will tell you what days I'll get the cigarette and what times I won't. When I have them, plenty around. When I don't have them, nobody has them. If I ask, I won't get it. That's how it works. Because you're getting direct orders from that machine that wants to give me the opposite of what I want. To keep me destroyed, dismantled, That's how it works. Hey guys, how you doing? Do you mind if I bum a smoke of any of you? Is that okay?
You just bummed the smoke.
Everyone's bumming today, eh? Have a good night. So, do you see? How hard is it to give a smoke, man? When I had money, I would give people, anyone who asked me for one, I'd give them 5. And there were people part of the bubble, but I didn't know back then who were this. This group, you don't want to ask this group for a cigarette. They have the face that looks like, if you ask them for one, they'll slap you. Even this guy here by the car, no way. No way. These guys would say, no, watch, I guarantee you $100. They're the only ones around. Let's ask, we have no choice. We have no choice. Nobody else. No, nobody's smoking there. Excuse me, do you mind if I bum a cigarette off you? Pay you? I'll pay you for it. Here. So that's two. Watch. Because you gotta remember, these people make money off me. That's why they're here. So the intention to give you a smoke or not to give you a smoke has to be decided by the machine, not them. Guys, I know this sounds weird. If you pay close attention to this, you realize that everything around me is like that. Even if they wanna give it to you, even if the machine wants to give it to you, it won't give it to you right away. They will make you get rejected a couple times to get it. Because that demeans a person. It weakens you when you're rejected, when you're said no to. He's gonna throw it in the garbage. Always in front of me, people come out, throw things in the garbage. So you gotta show those things, because those give it away. It's the machine's way of demeaning me, telling me I'm garbage. Pretty much. That's why everywhere I go, they clean. So if this desperate machine has me imprisoned and has the need to do this to me, what does that make me? What does it make the machine? What kind of entity that has the need to go out of its way, spend all this money, take all these risks, and have the need to demean me? Wow. Now I know what my value is, guys. Fuck that these guys boost my self-esteem and self-confidence galore in the last year. Now I know what kind of a Superman I am. You know, it's funny because this machine is designed to destroy you, destroy your self-esteem, break you, depress you, you know, and all it's been doing in the last year is lifting me up, because I see the truth now, that I've been imprisoned in a bubble that's about 5 miles around. It's a huge city. It's a city. So I'd never get a chance to get into the, you know, the real world. You know what I mean? Can I bum a smoke off you, bro? Guess not. Can I bum a smoke off you?
That's
No.
my last one.
Of course it is. One more, guys. One more chance. One more. Yes. Can I bum a smoke of any of you guys?
Sorry, buddy.
No. Man, everyone's broke tonight. Why? Including me. Do you mind if I buy a cigarette off you? No?
I don't.
So that's 5. Nobody has smokes, guys. See? 5 of them. So the machine is really angry at me tonight. It's not the angry. What it is I'm making a lot of advancements. You see, this is the problem with psychopaths, with narcissistic people. They use certain methods and they don't want to let go of them. What do I mean by that? They've been doing this to me now for about, man, they did it with drugs, they did it with sex, they did it with everything. That's how you hurt someone. You got to really deprive them slowly and make them ache for it and not give it to them. So if the women that surround me, they're a part of the machine, then they're not natural women. I can't have a natural connection with them and I can't control them. I don't want to control them, but they'll never be under my spell, because they're controlled by the machine that pays them so much money to contact me. You get it? So all these games were played with me, man, for years and years. And you know what? I've beaten the fuck out of everyone, guys. Not physically, but you know what I mean. I've beaten every single tactic, every single game they've thrown on me. And now we're down to cigarettes. In every single game, in the end, every vice I had, I've actually quit it. I quit it. But they keep doing the same thing. So where is this gonna lead? It's gonna lead to me quitting smoking, which is pretty good. It's what I want. So what this machine doesn't understand, every single action it's taken over the last year has done nothing but push me forward. Not because it was the intention of the machine, but because of the kind of person I am. I don't go down. I cannot possibly drop. You can beat me and beat me and beat me, especially me right now. I'm crucified. I'm in a place where I can't fight back. At least not in that way. I will never drop, guys. I will make sure that the people that are beating me will get tired of beating me before I drop, and they will drop from being tired. Because that's my situation. Unfortunately, I can't fight back in the same way they're fighting me. I can fend them off a bit and ignore them. That's it. That's pretty much what happened. Look how bad the stalking was 6 months ago. I couldn't even breathe. I would walk here and have people coming out of the stores everywhere. Look at it right now. So what happened? They beat me till they got so tired and gave up and said, you know what, it's not gonna work. Then they stopped beating me. And same thing with the addiction and vices. All these people I met on my trail, they would have all given me cigarettes right now if I had smokes on me, if I didn't need them. But because they think me right now struggling for a cigarette and not getting it will make me do less work at home, which I demonstrated in the last 2 hours. I started doing the website that I've been procrastinating for the last fucking 2 months. I've been wanting to do this website more. I've been procrastinating this and delaying it and delaying it. When did I actually start to do it? Is when I didn't have cigarettes. It's kind of weird. They motivate me to give them a message. They motivate me that way. That, yo, bro, what you're doing is not working. I don't do it solely for that reason. I naturally do it because I feel like it. But that's how it's ending up every time. The vices that I had were gone now because I'm the kind of guy who will resist till the end. You know, and that's the beauty of it. And sometimes it's not that they don't want to give it to you. They want to give it to you, but they want you to have a lot of no's first, so you get demeaned and rejected, so you feel miserable on the inside. You got to remember, this is a science to depress. You're surrounded in a prison that's supposed to keep the energy low, dim. You're supposed to be mistreated. You're supposed to get depressed. It's misery. This prison is supposed to make you feel emotionally miserable the whole time. It's not just people that are blocking you from meeting other real people. These kind of people, their actions and their energy is supposed to radiate onto you and make you miserable. So you don't even think of leaving. You can't even think. You can't even move. You're so destroyed, deprived of everything, depressed, no energy, no motivation, no self-esteem, no will to get out. It's designed that way because it's a very fragile prison in terms of beating it. It's a maze. You have to figure out how to beat it. Once you figure out how to beat it, the rest is a walk in the park. Like I said to you earlier, it's a house of cards. But you have to pick the right card and you have to keep on rattling it till the whole house collapses. You got to keep on rattling that card, man. But you have to pick the right card. Because it's got its weak foundations in certain areas. This game, this maze, it's a maze. Because to come out of it, you don't need $1 million or to be Superman or to be the most intelligent man on the planet or to be the strongest. You just have to figure out how. Once you figure out how, then you implement it. You do the necessary preparation, whatever it is, which is not much. Trust me, anybody can do it. And then you just have to be strong. I'll tell you how, in your mind. Because the place you're going to go to come out of it, they're going to attack you with everything they have to make you think otherwise and demotivate you and push you back. Everything. They're going to throw all their weapons at you. Obviously, you're about to come out the door. It's the last phase of the maze. You know what? That's what I'm going to call this video. The last phase of the maze. You know, you're about to pretty much... This guy should give me one watch. I guarantee you. So you're about to come out of it. They're going to throw everything they got at you. You know what I mean? Sorry to bother you, man. Do you mind if I bum a smoke off you? Last one? It ain't our night, guys. I thought this guy would give it to me. Oh, well. So anyways, it's this maze, man, you know? And we're going to call it the last phase of the maze. Or the last maze phase. No, that doesn't make any sense. The last phase of the maze. The last phase of the maze. This is it. We're in it right now, guys. We're in the last phase. It's all about knocking on the door, Truman saying whatever he said, good morning, good evening, good night. He laughs like a goof and he shuts the door and he leaves, right? What's up, man? Tell me you have a smoke. Everyone's broke around here. What's going on? It's misery tonight. Misery. So, guys, I have a higher chance getting a smoke in front of my building than all the way. Here we go, the dog's on leashes. Well, fuck, I'm microchipped and you know where I am and you bring me all these people. Of course I'm on a leash. But wait till I come out and take out the microchip and then put you on a leash, motherfucker, in my own way. I won't do what you did, but I'll do it in a different way. I don't have to put anybody on a leash to feel good about myself. I just want to come out, mind my own business, and do my own thing. Want this dancing monkey off my back. That's all I want. Nobody smokes anymore, guys, around here. Ooh, it's couples night. It's couples night. It's supposed to make me feel miserable. Yes. Look at that, look at that. I'm miserable, guys. All these couples having fun together, and I'm all alone. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. It's ridiculous. I'm 43 years old, man. You know what I mean? But I shouldn't be saying that, because most 43-year-olds or people in their 50s that I bump into, guys, I'm bumping into the most immature, regardless, men or women, on the planet. Immature people, man. It's brutal. You know, I'm sure when I'm around the right people, I wouldn't even be talking like this. Not with this language, not using this vocabulary, not to try to be a smart ass, but it's not me. This comes out of what I'm surrounded with. My surroundings make me tense. My surroundings, you know, we are what we're surrounded with, guys. That's life. That's what makes you, your surroundings. If you surround yourself with the right people, you will become right. If you surround yourself with the wrong people, you will become wrong. So, regardless whether I'm forced or not, I'm surrounded with garbage. So it's a fucking miracle I could still talk like this. I don't have to say this. You could just look at my videos and look at the people that I bump into, what they're talking about and what they look like. You know, it's not that like they're trying to solve the nuclear problem on the planet. All they're trying to solve is how they can get an ice cream tomorrow off this guy if they give me a dirty look or bump into me. This is the kind of creatures you're dealing with here, guys. They're not the most bright people on the planet. Those guys' attention span is as long as... I mean, no, I'm not even going to get into that. I told you before what kind of people I'm surrounded with all the time. They're the kind of people who, you show them red, you tell them it's blue. You show them blue, you tell them that's red. They don't even doubt it, test it, nothing. They're like, okay, what do you want? How can we get this over with? They don't like to think. They don't like to tire their brain by using it. So, overall, we didn't get a smoke. We went out for nothing. This is orchestrated by the enemy. I have to get demeaned more, wait a little bit more, waste my time more, and maybe I'll get one. Part of the tactic to try to discourage me from doing the website, finishing it, or, you know, doing whatever. Doesn't work. I'll go back right now and I'll finish it in an hour. But these are the tactics. They're angry. Look at the way the bus is driving. My God, what's going on here? A race? Guys, it's okay. Gotta be patient with them. We gotta call it... Why is my phone blurry, for fuck's sakes? Here we go. Gotta call it the last phase of the maze. So guys, this maze is designed in such a way, and those are the glitches of the maze. Everything has a weakness, and the glitch of this maze, because it's so slick, as soon as you open your eyes, it wakes up with you, and as soon as you step out of the house, everything starts to get flipped upside down on your way as you get there, within a 2-3 mile radius bubble. The problem is, if you're in an important place, that they can't keep everybody out of there for a long time. But you have to be strong enough to stay there. Because the time you're going to be there, they're going to attack you with everything. They're going to bring in the cops and threaten you. They're going to do construction. They're going to keep doing noise, irritating you, giving you problems. They're not going to let you sleep, even if you lie down on a bench or you go to lie down in a park. And you can't rent an apartment because if it's far away from the place, you do not benefit. If they have enough space between your place and that building to let it sleep and flip it quickly before you get there, then every minute you're spending in your place, they could have that place regular. So you have to be so close to these places. You have to live there, breathe them. And you have to accept the fact that you could spend a month there on the street and not get anywhere. You have to stay longer. As long as you have enough money to be able to eat and drink and have whatever small necessities you need. A backpack with a bunch of underwears, some deodorant. I don't know, go wash yourself here and there a couple times. Whatever, try to maintain, you know, you gotta wear slippers though. You can't wear shoes because socks and shoes, they rot your feet. Slippers, open air, it's summertime. You get a benefit from them. Track pants, shorts, you know, jeans are fucking pain in the ass. They're thick, man. I can feel them, you know, they're annoying. You gotta take a jacket with you in case at nighttime you're outside it gets cold. But summertime, it's gonna be August. It's the best month to do it. We need cigarettes. Nobody smokes around here. ¿Dónde están los cigarros? Hace falta cigarro, cigarro. Me hace falta un cigarro, nadie tiene.
Los cubanos son buenos.
¿Mm?
Los cigarros cubanos.
Me encantan los cigarros cubanos. No hay aquí, no se encuentra.
No hay, no.
H. Upman y Popular y hay algunos tipos que me encantan. Cigarro cubano, wow. Un paquete vale 60 centavos. 60 kilos, 70 kilos, por ahí, en Cuba. Que son en canadiense, casi $1 canadiense. Nada. Baratísimo. Oh, ya no sé. Tell me you have one. Huh? I'll go anywhere. I need one. I need one. I'm dying, man. I'm dying. I don't give a fuck. It's easy. Do you need anything? I'll hook you up with some stuff you want. I don't know. I have some food, but you have food. I just need smokes, man. I'm dying.
Weed. You don't smoke
Weed? Fuck, I don't smoke weed. Oh, I have a lot of, they're not brand new, but they're almost new, like Adidas, Pumas, and 3 for $10, 3 pairs. The ones you pay $90 at the store at size 9 and 10. I don't know if you know anybody we can get rid of them. I have 10 pairs. No, man, 9 and 10. 3 for $10. Fuck, they're like $90, man. Some of them are like 2 months
Do
old.
they look new?
There's like 3 of them. Fuck, you can sell each one for at least $20 if you want. I'll show them to you now if you want.
Alright.
Oh, I need to buy a pack of smokes. That's it. I'll be happy. Fuck, one.